Hello, fellow builders, and welcome to the February 19th edition of the Friday Night Mando Helmet Update. It's been a year this week. Sub-zero temperature. I tell you what, it takes minus 15 for you to appreciate 25 degrees. It really does. But we made it through it. We made it through the rolling blackouts. The rolling power outages, whatever they want to call them. Anyway, in that, I was working on the Stormbreaker and I lost my print there. But if you listen, you can hear the printer rolling, so we're doing good there. I'll show you progress on that. But first things first, our helmet. So I'm going to make a retraction on something I said. Hold on. Pardon my reach. Okay. So this is a face shield. It's a Jackson safety face shield. Got it at the welding store. And if you remember, took this clear one, I coated it with the window tint and cut it out. And typically that works. I had some lines with bubbles in it. Yeah, you can see it. It looks kind of rough. And so I went in and with my X-Acto and I'm poking little holes and I'm trying to smooth them out and everything. And I just got to the point where I was spending more time trying to fix this than it would just be for me to just suck it up, go get a green one, and cut the template out. So that's what I did. I went to back to the hardware, the welding shop, and got a green shade number 5 IR, I think it is called. Just traced this onto the new piece, cut it out with my snips, and put it right in the helmet. And it's good to go. I mean, I put it on and it's so nice to look out and see everything clear. And the thing about it is once you're walking around with that helmet, you're so focused on not running into things and making sure you have that look about you. You're in character. You're not really worried too much about the scratches. I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm probably going to save this for another project. Maybe if I have a failed print, or I could do a damaged helmet, kind of like, the Darth Vader melty one. So this isn't going to go to waste. The upside is, pardon my reach again, I didn't use all of it, so I still have these two pieces, which my thought with this was these would make perfect eye pieces for the Rocketeer helmet. So that might be a future project. But for right now, we're going to let that one go to bed. So that one is officially complete. To finish it off, I went in and, like I said, I muddied it up. Put a weather coat, a black wash on there to make it look like it was weathered. Because you think about it, if you're out there, if you're hiring a Mandalorian bounty hunter, and he comes in and he's got this pristine new helmet straight off the Mandalorian showroom armor floor, dealership floor, you're gonna think either he doesn't know what he's doing or he's not good at his job. One of the two. We don't want that. We want our guy to look rough and tumble and like he's seen some stuff. You're gonna go, yeah, he's gonna get my bounty for me. So that's what we did. So we gave it a semi-gloss coat after we did the wash on there. Like I said, I put the new visor in there, and we put some marks on there, like he'd been hit in the head. And I did add light blue on the earpieces because I felt like that wasn't quite enough. I needed something else to tie it in. So we got there, and it's ready to go. We're ready to do some business. So that one is officially finished. Okay. Just a couple other things that were going on. I'm going to tell you, my Dremel was dying. And it was, I mean, I go to turn it on, it was struggling. And I wanted to so badly go buy a new one. I took it apart to see if there was something that I could do to get it fixed. And all it actually was pulling these out and replacing the brushes. The kit I was looking at, it had this piece in it. It was $100. It was the 4400, Dremel 4400. And that way I can do that. Dremel used to make a little ergonomic cordless drill, and I love that thing, and that's why it had that. And you feel like you've got so much more control. So I spent $15 on that and another $5 on the brushes, and I basically have a new Dremel. So I know I so badly wanted to go buy a new tool, but waste of money. So see if you can fix them before you go spend the money. The other thing we had going is Stormbreaker. It's printing. I got Octoprint going on that, so let's go. Let me show you some footage from that. Okay, so we got the Octoprint installed onto the computer. The main reason was you have to put your slice files onto an SD card and then carry the SD card over to the printer, put it in there, and do it that way. With the Octoprint, I don't have to do that. I can just upload it directly from the laptop, from the desktop, and it'll go right to the Stormbreaker. I do like the way I need to work on that. I also put my little Raspberry Pi. I got that going there, which is allowing me to have this camera angle, and as we can see, Stormbreaker it's coming along. I'm further along than I was before the power outage, so I'm happy with that. So at best, I could take the piece that I've already got with that one, and I could flip it upside down and glue them together and make one if I had to. But I think we're good to go so far. This should, like I said, complete fairly quickly, and I will let you know. Before we wrap things up, I got an email from Peter over at Interfleet Broadcasting, and they do a lot of Battlestar Galactica stuff, and they asked if I would. They're doing a new segment. It's called a 10 Centon segment, and they want to talk to other people who are into sci-fi and different aspects of sci-fi. And so they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to come on the show and do one of their 10 Centon segments, and so I said sure. But here's the scary thing. So this week they were supposed to have John Jackson Miller on, and I'm thinking, how do you go from John Jackson Miller to me? like, oh, you're seriously gonna be let down. No, seriously. And I'm honored to come on and share my hobby, and that's kind of what this is all about. This is, and I've listened to some of their shows, and they're not just Battlestar Galactica. They're all things sci-fi, and I think that's the cool thing about what we do. It's, if you look through my collection, it's not just Star Wars, it's not Star Trek. There's Galactica, there's Transformers, there's superheroes, there's, you know, there's Marvels, there's DC, there's, you just run the gambit. We're the children of sci-fi, and so I would invite you to check it out. I'm gonna be on, as if all things go as planned, it will be March the 25th at 8 p.m. That would be Central, I think. I'll double check that. I will put a reminder banner on the Facebook page. I look forward to sitting and talking some sci-fi and Battlestar Galactica and model kits and everything, all things sci-fi with you guys. And I hope I have something worth listening to. So I guess that brings us to the end of our Friday night update. Hope to get some stuff done this weekend. Hopefully, I've still got Stormbreaker's Axe Blade. It's in the paint booth right now. It's got been bondoed on both sides, and we're actually ready to put some paint on that thing. Hopefully, the rest of it will be done this weekend. And just to soothe the savage beast, I even put that out. I decided to pull out this Galactica kit because it's been sitting there and I needed something to do that I really didn't have to put a whole lot of thought into it. And that's what I like about some of these models. It has so much detail on them. I just leave it to color. And so I'm only using maybe 5 colors. We're using gunmetal, light gunmetal, a burnt metallic. There's red on parts of the pods, and maybe a little bit of gold, and then the gold is on the base. So this was just kind of a soothe your soul type model experience. And we still got the Pegasus up there, so that one we might film that one. But there's always another project on the horizon. So until then, have fun, be safe, and go build something. Pew 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 pew.